So, jetzt hören wir hier noch rein ins Interview. Max, danke, dass du dabei gewesen bist.
Our winner.
Gerne, gerne.
Let's talk about the final first.
Bis zum nächsten Mal, ne?
Am I allowed to swear?
No, you're not.
Am I allowed to say something that rhymes with hit?
Let's try not to.
No, I just said to Gez at the end. I was felt like I was in control the whole game, but obviously Gez is he's been winning a lot more often than I have lately. So I have been struggling, and when you put yourself in the position to get over the winning line, it's always tough to get over the winning line, whether you're Phil Taylor or whether you're me. So it's yeah, you can see by the relief at the end. That's what I said that was.
Well, look, this is you've won now 9 of these, I think, as well as your Euro Tours and the Masters. You've won a lot of titles on the PDC. It's your second one this year. Yeah. But there've been a lot of
rubbish in between them.
Well, it kind of has though, and Nick, for your standards.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll take ownership of it. We got the final of the first one. Won, I think it was 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever
Fifth
it was.
one, I think it was.
Yeah, I won that one, and then I just sort of thought, I don't have to go to qualifiers anymore. I just sort of sat back a little bit. I got lazy. I've not been practicing, and literally this game is that brutal. You get what you deserve in this game, and I've not been practicing. Other people have, and I've been struggling for the last few months. So the last few weeks I've been putting the work in. But yeah, so I spoke to my wife, and she said, when the chips are down, obviously Grand Prix, things like that. When the chips are down, you always seem to find something, and today I found it. So
look, how hard has that time been? Because if you're thinking, look, I've not been putting the work in, I know it'll be there if I really do. But there's always be a doubt.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, do you know what? I think it'd be more difficult to take if I had been putting the work in and still getting beat. That'd be more difficult to take. But I like I say, I've not been working anywhere near as hard as I should be. Yeah, it's just I'm sort of an enigma to myself a little bit at the minute. I can produce stuff like that, but then I'll you watch me in a couple of weeks and I'll have a 81 average on board 15. It's so annoying, but I just how things are at the minute. It's just things aren't coming easy, whereas before they did.
Well, today that is a really good day. A very, very solid level of performance. Stepped it up in the semis and the final when you needed
I think
to.
I actually looked at the average. I think I stepped up every single game
Pretty
up
much,
till the semis. The averages went up every single time. I'm not sure what it was at the end. I don't think it was 100.
I think you're just over 100 in the end. You're certainly in the ballpark.
Oh, was it?
So a very, very good performance.
A couple of timely 180s, I think.
Yeah, like quite a lot of 180s. But to do that must give you so much confidence. Look, you're in the Grand Prix spots now, and that should be sorted, because that was a real danger coming here this week, wasn't it?
Obviously, especially. Those players who say, I'm not bothered about the rankings, I don't really look at them. I'm not stupid. I don't look at them, but I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. I know that I'm defending semis from 2 years ago. If I don't qualify for the Grand Prix, 40 grand's coming straight off my rankings, and nothing I can do about it. So, I've done, I had a decent week last week. Do you know what? I've been playing decent for the last probably month. The results don't suggest that, but I'm a big thing of how it feels when I'm actually playing. So today I felt comfortable most of it. I felt a bit edgy against James Hurrell in the quarters, and I felt a bit edgy when it started getting to the nitty gritty then. But that's natural, I like to think I've been doing it long enough and I'm experienced enough to get over them, and I have today.
What's it been like? Because you've had a number of years where you've been one of the top boys on the Euro Tour, one of the top boys on the Pro Tour, in Premier Leagues and in major finals and winning things. What's it been like over the last few months where things, hang on, I'm playing qualifiers here. I'm not necessarily in everything. How hard is that to deal with?
It's hard. Do you know what? It'd be so much hard to deal with if I was putting the work in and still not getting the reward. That'd be so much harder. But I've not put the work in, so you get what you deserve. I've not put the work in. I'm in qualifiers tomorrow. That's how it is. And there's no one to blame. At the risk of sounding like Van Gogh, I can only blame myself. But no, honestly, that's just how it is. I've been lazy, and I'm now reaping. What's the opposite of reward? That's what I'm reaping. I'm literally
what you sow.
Yeah, you're reaping what you sow. Yeah, exactly that. And you know what? It's just I'm so happy to win this today. You could tell by the relief at the end.
Well, look, the knock-on effects of that. The Grand Prix looks okay. I know nothing's 100%, but it looks good. There's the European Championship qualification to tick off now. There's the World Series finals this weekend. I mean, going into it having played so well all day. I mean, this has just suddenly changed. It's like, we got Joe Cullen back as a top boy now.
Do you know what? It's so frustrating, and I can't imagine what it can be like if you're a fan of me. It must be so frustrating to watch and try support, because when I'm there, it takes a good game to beat me. But that's the problem this year. I've been more often than not, I've not been there. But that's down to me. You know, I'm not going to sit and make excuses. That's down to me. I've not put the work in, and I'm getting exactly what I deserve at the minute. But performances like that today just sort of reassure me that I can play this game.
You certainly can. Joe Cullen back? Is he? Is he back? On the way.
I don't know. If it weren't qualifiers tomorrow, I'd say 100% I'm back. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow morning.
However, he brings an end to a brilliant couple of days of Pro Tour action.
Yes!
Joe Cullen also mit der Aussage im Interview auch nochmal, freut sich sehr über diesen Erfolg. Er hat auch nochmal sehr bemerkenswerte Worte gefunden, wie ich finde. Er ist faul geworden nach dem ersten Titel. Er dachte, er hätte es auch alles schon geschafft. Dann hat er auch noch gesagt, dass er zu wenig trainiert hat und dass er für sich selbst ein Enigma ist. Früher kam das Ganze einfacher und es nervt, dass das alles so passiert ist. Sehr, sehr ehrlich und sehr reflektiert. So schreibt es auch der Chris 180 in den Chat gerade. Das war krass. Joe Cullen ist der Sieger vom Players Championship Turnier Nummer 27.